Hello? Oh, hey, can you just...
What are you doing in my room?
Listen, can you just go back outside? Just give me 2 seconds, please.
No. What? Who are you?
Come on.
No,
Can you? Come on, please.
Get out.
Come on, please. Come on.
Tell me who you are. Oh, I'm going to call the cops. I'm not in the mood for this.
Mood!
What?
Oh. No, that's right. That's my bad. I did that too early. Hold on. Have you ever wondered what would happen if pedal designers, Chase Bliss Audio, Old Blood Noise, and Droller FX all collaborated on a design?
Where did that music come from?
Well, wonder no more, for Mood is here. A granular micro looper with 3 super interactive sounds paired with a wet channel featuring reverb, delay, and a special slip sound. This is an amazing box of ambient drone fun, complete with Chase Bliss's familiar interface and complete controllability of every parameter via ramping or an expression pedal. This is a hot pedal you don't want to miss out on, so let me ask you, are you in the mood? I say again, are you in the mood?
I guess.
Can you just please? Can you just please? Come on! Please! Can you just do it?
Yes.
Look. Here, just take it. Oh. It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, just make a demo with it or whatever. Make a YouTube demo with it. Yeah, no problem. Hey, one more thing. Who are you? The mood. What is the mood? I'll do that whole fucking thing again. So what is the mood? Well, at its core, it is a dual channel pedal with one side being a wet channel and the other side being a micro, granular, always listening looper. Now the wet channel was developed in collaboration with Old Blood Noise, so they helped make the reverb sound, the delay sound, and the slip sound. And then the loop side was in collaboration with Droller FX, helped to create all the loop sounds. And so the loop side is always listening, it's always on, and then whenever you want it to loop, you just hit the button and it plays back your previous sample. And then the wet side works like a normal wet channel. The middle 2 controls affect both channels. So the clock is kind of the heart of the pedal. It's the overall controls everything. It affects it either ups or slows down the loops. It can control how much decay and how many repeats the reverbs and delays have. It affects everything. Yeah, it controls pitch, everything. And the mix is pretty self-explanatory. Then we have the 2 toggles. The toggle on the left side controls which wet sound you want. Toggle on the right side controls which looper you want. Toggle in the middle sets how the wet channel affects the rest of the pedal. So with the control in the middle, like I've got it now, the wet channel, whenever you turn it on, affects your guitar going through, affects your guitar signal, and it affects what's looping. Flick it to the left, it only affects what's going in. So if you want to record the loop without the wet channel, but have your guitar affected by the wet channel, and then to the right, it's the opposite. Your guitar isn't affected by it, but the loop is. And of course, with all Chase Bliss pedals, there is dip switches on the back for complete controllability and function of every single knob and parameter on the pedal. The mix knob also doubles as a ramping knob, so you can control parameters through a ramping feature where it inside the pedal turns the knob up and then down. You can do that to every knob, or you can use it to hook up against expression pedal. The toggle switch in between the two foot switches controls presets. Now it comes with 2 loaded presets, but you can easily make your own, and it's pretty easy to save over it. Go to the Bliss channel, YouTube channel, to figure all that out. They've got some great videos on it. Or you can use the Faves extra preset saver to have access to way more presets and at the press of a button. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to show you my first sound, first of 3 sounds. I'm going to do 3 sounds. Each sound's going to have a different wet and a different looper, so I can kind of showcase how each side works. First off, we're showing off the reverb side, and we're also showing off the envelope loop side. Now, the envelope loop is really cool for the fact that as you record something, and then as the loop's playing, if you play your guitar, the loop, that's my computer, the loop will stop. The reverb kind of, it's actually like a bunch of delays, and then you just have a control to kind of smear the delays together. It's pretty wild. And I've kind of got a nice in-between, where you can kind of still hear the repeats, but it's still reverby. Anyway, let's get into it. For every sound, I will also have the Hudson broadcast on very lightly, just to kind of give the amp extra bit of sizzle. So that was the reverb and the envelope sound. Two very cool sounds. So much more you can do within those kind of things. I'm just kind of trying to show my favorite sounds. Or some cool sounds that I found. How the two sides can really work together, because that's where this pedal really does shine. So next we're looking at the delay sound and the stretch sound. The delay on the wet, stretch looper sound. Now this is where things start getting a bit wild. The stretch is, according to the manual, it zooms in and smears parts of the loop. So you take a loop, and then you can kind of use one knob to figure out how far you're going to zoom in, how much you're going to smear, and how much of the loop you're going to smear, and the other one is kind of how much it's going to be smeared. It's one of those sounds where it's like, just kind of muck around and see what you can get. But yeah, and the delay is pretty self-explanatory. It's just a digital delay. Yeah, we've got repeats and time. But one knob controls the time, but the clock can also affect the time. I should have mentioned this earlier, but turning the clock down low will give you more loop time. Now we're going to do this kind of cool punk riff I came up with, but we're just going to throw the Strymon Sunset on for a bit of a drive. Bit of drive as well. So here we go. Alright, that was pretty wild. I think that the stretch loop is kind of been the hardest one for me to figure out on this pedal. It's taken me a while to kind of get an understanding of what it does. But now we're at probably my two favourite sounds on this pedal combined. My favourite loop, which is the tape looper, which does some wild stuff. It kind of speeds up, but it reverses depending on how you control the knob, and then there's the length of what gets repeated. Maybe set that there. But then we also have the slip sound, which from what I can tell is kind of like, it's got some pitch shifting properties. It's got some slip has got some pitch shifting qualities. It says in the manual that it's a buffer with an adjustable playback head. Must be a tape thing. But I've come up with this really cool, it's almost like a pitch shifted slapback sound. And I'm going to do some of that and throw it in with a bit of some tape looping at various points. So yeah, let's see how that goes. So there you have it. That is Mood by Chase Bliss. It's getting dark outside, which means I'm losing my natural light, but I'm going to quickly do a quick little verdict section, say what I think about the pedal. What do I think about it? I think it's amazing. I think it's awesome. I think it gives you so many sounds and so many soundscapes that wouldn't be possible with many other pedals just based on the looper side. I do want to talk about the price. Now, Chase Bliss pedals in general are quite a bit more than regular, kind of the standard, I guess you could say, standard boutique pedal price is 300 Australian dollars. I'm not sure what that is in American or in pounds or in euros. 300 Australian is kind of what you'd normally pay for like a JHS or an Earthquaker or like a Walrus Audio, that sort of stuff. And Chase Bliss always punch above that quite significantly. This pedal was about $525 for me, which seemed to be about the normal, that kind of base price. Not the most expensive pedal Chase Bliss do, also not the cheapest, but it's kind of the standard price. And for a lot of people, they're just going to look at it and go, this isn't worth it, you know. This pedal's not worth it. The sounds are too weird for the amount of money you've got to pay, you know. You can get a Boss, what's it called? Any of the 500 Boss lines for less than this, and like they're a delay or a reverb or a modulation pedal, and like that's it. You get that and you need, like, that's practical. If you use delay a lot, you can get one of those and you'd be set for life as far as delay sounds, whereas this caters to a very specific person and a very specific crowd. But I think the advantage it has is that it is a pedal that literally does something that no other pedal can do. Like, you know, there's more expensive pedals that just do what every other, well, not every other, but what lots of other pedals do. With the looper side and like the slip and the stretch sounds, like, this is it. There's no other pedal that does this but the Mood. And I think JHS and Old Blood and Drolo have really hit the nail on the head for something that can just be really cool and in a variety of different contexts. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna implement it into like the songs in bands and stuff like that, but just like creating sounds and soundscapes, but it can also be really musical if you kind of know how to dial it in. I think Chase Bliss are big on just kind of getting their pedals and just throwing them out there, you know, going like, we don't know everything that can come out of this pedal, so we want you guys to find the rest. You know, they kind of know what it does, but when you have so many capabilities and so many combinations of sounds, stuff's going to come out that even they didn't know, you know, was possible. And I think this is going to be one of those pedals. That camera died. One of those pedals where, yeah, it's just like months people are just discovering crazy and wacky new sounds. But yeah, so that's my verdict. I think if you like it and you like the sounds you hear, you should get it. Simple as that, if you can afford one. But yeah, not the cheapest of pedals, and not the most usable in terms of overall pedals. Like, it's not going to be as usable as like a drive or a reverb or a delay. I mean, it can be a reverb and a delay, and the reverb and the delay are both very usable, so I guess it is usable. I don't know what I'm saying at this point, but what I do want to say is thank you for watching. Joel, if anybody at Chase Bliss is watching, I love your stuff, or anyone at Old Blood. I haven't played any Drolo pedals, but I definitely need to look them up. But I'm definitely a big fan of Chase Bliss and Old Blood Noise. So if either of you guys from any of those companies are watching, thanks for doing what you do and making sick products. And yeah, thank you, the viewer, for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you will. I'd love to be able to keep doing these, but if anyone, you know, Chase Bliss or Old Blood, you want to hook a brother up, send him some stuff, you know, help him out, I'll definitely do my best to create some cool sounds with some products. Anyway, cheers for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Don't regret your purchase. It feels weird saying that without backstory.